Chapter for the nursery's family day. My husband, Gary Lane, said that he was busy at work and told our daughter, Emily Lane, and I not to participate in the event. I looked at Emily's disappointed face, my heart ached, therefore, I decided to take Emily to the event myself. As soon as we arrived at the nursery, we saw Gary carrying a little boy in one hand and holding his childhood sweetheart, Shannon Harvey's hand in the other. They looked like a family of three and were very happy, that was. Until they saw me and Emily. Gary furrowed his brows a little and then let go of Shannon's hand. Don't get me wrong, Jasmine, it's not easy for Shannon to raise a child as a single mother. It's the child's 5th birthday today. She wanted him to experience some fatherly love. I looked at him meaningfully, squatted down, and held Emily's hand. Honey, say hello to Mr. Lane. Seeing what was happening, Shannon quickly held her son's hand and said apologetically, please don't be mad, Jasmine. Gary's just doing me a favor. My child never had a father. It's his 5th birthday today, and Gary's just fulfilling his wish. I looked at her with a meaningful smile. If that's the case, since Emily and I are here, shouldn't you give Gary back to us? After all, we're the real family of 3. Shannon was a little taken aback, but her son was unwilling to let Gary go. Dad, you promised to spend the day with me and Mom. The 5-year-old child glared at me with fierce eyes. Before I could say anything, Gary stepped in front of the mother and son. He looked like he was protecting them. His voice was a little impatient. Jasmine, you have a child as well. Don't you understand what a child wants? Shannon and I grew up together. I'm just spending one day with them. One day, that's all. Are you even going to make a fuss about such a minor thing? His words infuriated me. Could it be that I'm the one to blame for Shannon's misfortune? At that moment, the other parents of the nursery's students gradually arrived. Some came over to say hello, good morning, Shannon and Gary. The 3 of you are always here for every family day. Unlike my husband, Jake, he always says that he's busy at work and doesn't care about his child at all. Shannon replied awkwardly and Gary tried to avoid eye contact. I couldn't help but ask, Gary, so this is the one day you were talking about? Gary became infuriated and grabbed my arm. Jasmine, there are a lot of people here, let's not make a scene. He then lowered his head, looked at Emily, and said in a low voice, it's also not a good thing for Emily if you cause a scene, wouldn't you say? Emily was a little puzzled when she suddenly heard her name being mentioned. She looked around and didn't seem to know what was going on. She leaned against my leg and her hand which was holding mine was already sweating. I could sense her uneasiness. So I squatted down and patted her head. There's no need to be afraid, I'm here with you. I looked at Gary's, Shannon's, and Luke's receding figures. They were soon surrounded. Some greeted Gary with a smile in an attempt to please him. They were praising him because he was a successful businessman. He was only in his early 30s and was already the owner of a listed company worth billions of dollars. Gary was very proud of himself and was getting very cocky. As for Shannon, she looked at Gary with a glorious look on her face. Luke, who had been in Gary's arms, suddenly turned to look at me with a provocative look on his face. I couldn't help but sneer inwardly. It seems that Gary doesn't know his place anymore. I had not been to the company for quite some time due to being pregnant, but I own 75% of the Wing Group's shares. Technically, I was the one in control of the company. Gary got to where he was because of me, due to the fact that we were husband and wife. I gave him a manager's title. I unlocked my phone and sent a message to the company's human resources department. Joe, remove Gary from the manager's position and make an internal announcement next Monday. I then sent a message to the company's legal department. Ben, draft a divorce agreement for me and Gary. Gary, I'm the one who decides if you can depend on me or not. I said inwardly. Chapter soon, the nursery's family day event officially began.